Hello, beautiful creative stars. Today we are going to talk about this book, I Am Human. Miss LaRusso let me borrow this book of hers. It's a book of empathy, and what's fabulous is Miss Malakara, our wonderful librarian, is going to read this for you. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a project based on this. So in the book, you will notice, well, first of all, the person that the illustrator is the same illustrator that wrote Ish and Dot, and I forget the last one, but it's pretty cool because you can see his same style of his drawings and his illustrations. So what I want you guys to do, you can use any size piece of paper that you have. Up at school, I'm having the kids use a smaller piece of paper because we're hoping that we can do something with them maybe later in the year. But if you notice, I haven't finished mine. I've started coloring it, but I haven't finished coloring it. What I'd like you to do is draw a picture of you. It doesn't have to be perfect, so please do not get hung up on specifics and it being perfect. This is just fun and wonky and whimsical. And I want you to add things about you into your artwork. So I love trees. I love the outside. I love being where there's just trees and just being out in the open. So I have my trees. I'm a star because I'm at Laura Bush, so I added some star garland. I'm an artist, so I have my easel and my canvas. I love chickens, so I drew a picture of a chicken on my canvas and then drew a picture of a chicken there. I love color. I love gold, so that's why my easel's gold and my glasses are gold, and then I have my curly hair. So I want you to see a couple of tricks. It's very difficult to draw hands. So a trick is to place the hands behind your back or act like they're in your pockets and you don't see your hands. So it's implied that you have hands, but you don't actually see the hands. I have my sandals here on. I haven't finished coloring this, and I haven't finished coloring any of this. But I want you to add a lot of detail. So I drew, because I like the outside, I have all the flowers because I love flowers. And these are called implied lines. So it doesn't look like I'm floating in the air and my canvas or my easel is floating in the air, or my flowers are floating in the air, or the chicken's floating in the air. So you draw these like little wiggle lines like this. And those are called implied lines. You could also draw up like little wiggle lines under your flowers or whatever you'd like if you're outside, like this was a hill. So don't have floating objects. Add little marks underneath so they do look like they are on the ground. You can use, I used markers because I knew I had a lot of details, and the skinny markers were easier to do. So maybe if you use colored pencils might be easier to color in your details. But I do want to see a whole bunch of details on this. And again, we're going to try and get people at school and place them together and take a picture. This is a project for C Squared for Miss LaRusso. And so you can use any size piece of paper that you have. Maybe you have this piece of paper, whatever. It doesn't matter what size piece of paper. But the point is I want to see a lot of details. So think if you're going to be inside or outside. And I don't just want one object. So let's say you really like soccer. Well, I know there's more to you than just soccer. So draw other things that you like to do. Maybe it's to hang with your family. Maybe it's to play with your dog. So have your dog in there. Or maybe have a picture of you and your family if you're inside. Or if you like to read, have a picture of a book you like to read. So add all kinds of things. If you like outside nature and hiking, maybe you draw yourself outside. So just do the best you can, but have fun with it. But this is about you because you are human. Okay? All right, bye. Bye, guys. I can't wait to see y'all soon.